Hello, everyone. Good morning, happy Monday, and welcome to my podcast, Monday Morning Muse. Last week there was no podcast, but honestly, I was left with no time to jot down something. Continuous visits to the hospital for mom, collecting her reports, office, and kid amidst all this made my week super tiring and hectic. And to add to all this chaos, our refrigerator ditched me. On the day of Onam, when all the yummy payasams, which I usually take it chilled, was being emptied, my husband started asking, "Do you think the fridge is cool enough?" And I hated to admit it, but no, it wasn't working. I started panicking and immediately called my family friend, or to say my uncle, to inquire about the fridge repair services as fast as possible. He said he couldn't connect with him but will call back, but I couldn't wait. I wanted my fridge to work magically at any cost. So I started Googling the service centers nearby and I found one which was very close to my home. He said he'll send the person in an hour max, and I was all happy and relieved. I thought, okay, he'll come, take his tools, and do some twists and turns, and the fridge will be back to life. Everything will be normal again. But he came and gave me the most terrifying news. The board is gone and we have to take it to another center. But if we do, we'll take at least 3 to 4 days to get it repaired. I didn't know what to do with all the things loaded inside plus all the things that I will need for the next 3 4 days. I tried my most innocent face on him and asked Anna, please can you do it in a day? But he didn't fall for it. He said, when you're ready for the 3 or 4 days time that I ask for, call me. I gave in the next day knowing everyone will take the same time and I cannot live without this gadget. I had stocked a few chocolates and ice creams and I ended up being a joy consuming as much as I could. Next day, he removed the board. Our fridge dysfunctioned completely. Milk turned yogurt, veggies started rotting, no more chill water for the scorching heat in Chennai. No more milkshakes when I felt like, and I felt like my life came to a standstill. But what is it to give up, right? We learn to go as life takes us. I accepted the hard reality. I started buying fresh milk packets in the place of freezer stored ones. Got veggies what was needed for the day alone, no stocking up. But one thing that disturbed our routine was prep work for the next day's cooking. That saved a lot of time during the rush mornings, but that was not possible now. But we made simple recipes, easy recipes, which didn't need too much efforts to add to the existing mess. That made me wonder, how much are we dependent on these gadgets? Like fridge that we discussed, washing machines. When my son was born, his clothes alone I used to hand wash with a chemical free detergent, as they say, or I believe maybe with less intense chemicals maybe. No washing machine, no mixing up with any of our clothes, hand wash, sun dry them. Sun dry is still there, but after ages of using the machine, washing clothes with hands took some time for me to get accustomed to, and thankfully his were little tiny ones. Imagine having to wash a bed sheet or a curtain with hands now. But my mom used to, almost fortnightly. I don't think I have ever helped her. I used to take them to the terrace to dry, but not with the washing part. Now, when I look over, I feel I may be able to do once or twice without complaints, and then I'll ask my husband to get me a new washing machine. Same goes with the AC. Now, I cannot imagine a life in Chennai without one. But in the same Chennai, with the same Kathiriveil in place, we have lived without AC. When we were in the apartment, AC came into our lives at a very late stage. Before that, during summers, we all used to take mats and pillows to the terrace and lie down till 1 or 2 in the night. And I would say it was one of the best period in my life. Though it lacked the luxury of AC, I used to have so much time to talk to my dad and mom. We used to talk everything serious and silly that happened in our day. We used to talk politics. We used to talk cinema. Sometimes All the other flat members would join the talk too and stay there up with natural air and under the stars until sleep deprived us. When we came to a point where we will sleep the next minute we lie down, all of us will rush down and sleep contently. Now, if there is a power cut and it hasn't resumed in 15 minutes, I pester my husband to check with the EB department. How accustomed are we to these gadgets, right? Not just these three. Many, I can say. Once, my friend got me a chutney which they made from the old amikal. I barely see them in any of the houses now. My house doesn't have one. But the taste of that chutney I still remember vividly, which can never be replaced with the one that we have made of mixies, however advanced the mixie might be. But those days I can say the women were mostly homemakers. They didn't have to rush to office after closing the kitchen. They had the day for themselves after they packed their husband and kids. But now, would you imagine yourself, even if you have the amikal at home, to use that while you have a call to attend sharp at 9? I wouldn't. And I feel these gadgets have become more of a necessity now than a luxury. Else, how do we balance all the wheels like kids, partner, family, work? Just don't let them replace humans. Like I said, instead of watching TV and eating, sit down and have a meal together once in a while. Discuss how your day went. Talk on something funny that happened at work, or listen to the little stories your kids have to say about their school. That will make life happier, right? Gadgets are important, but let's learn to use them wisely. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I hope you liked it. Request you to subscribe, like, and pin your comments on this episode. I will be back again next Monday with another episode of Monday Morning Muse. Until then, spread peace and take care. Lots of love.